Oh, girl, let's dance again like we did a long time ago.
And basically, that's one thing I do want to talk about as far as copyrights go is right now I'm in the process of finding out what it is that a fella has to do in order to put you know, your own music, but other songwriters' songs, or other, like, for example, Bob Dylan. If I want to do a Bob Dylan song, or if I want to do a different song, what are the legal implications if I put it up here on YouTube? Now, I see a lot of people doing that on a regular basis, and I guess maybe you just have to give the rights to it because you're not selling it. But if it's monetized, maybe you do. So this is one of the things that I need to pursue. And as I do, I'm going to share whatever information I get with anyone else out there that wants to do a, what do you call it, a DIY, a do-it-yourself show like I'm doing. This is my experiment because basically, you know, I'm from the school of thought of, like, be yourself, because if you are, if somebody likes you or doesn't like you, it's for the right reasons. And, you know, we don't really ask anybody to, you know, watch this like that they have to watch it all the time or even ever. And so if you do and you like it, that's great. And if you don't, no hard feelings. So anyway, basically what I want to do is try to take my music catalog, all the songs that I know, and go through the process of recording them one more time, playing a bass line to it, playing a drum part to it, singing the harmonies I can, for my own personal growth experience, because it gives me a lot of chances to do things from a different perspective. If I play the drums on a song and I'm playing the bass on the song, I really have a greater sense of how those two pieces intersect and what's going on in there. And the same thing, vocals. And then it also is easier to appreciate other people that can do those vocal parts better than you, like in my case with Skip. Many of the times I sing on my recording, I think, oh yeah, that's like really good, and then I hear Skip doing it, that's better. Or if I hear John playing the bass line that, or replacing my bass line with his bass line, or Skip replacing his drum part with my drum part. And of course there's no way that we can ever replace Clark, right? So anyway, yeah, I'm looking forward to this next year. We're going to be getting out and playing a lot more and that type of thing. And, you know, as far as quotations go, I was looking at success principles this morning, or, you know, every day really. I get apps on my iPhone and on my iPad and that type of thing that just have sayings and quotes from famous people. And, you know, I've read them so long and so much of the time that now I see that it's just a common human knowledge. It's a common human knowledge that comes from common sense, which is built into all of our computers. I believe so much that, you know, if you take and eliminate things from your belief system that aren't good for you and replace them with things, practices, things that you can do to make yourself be better, that how can that be bad? So anyway, one other thing that I wanted to do on this cast today is talk about a guitar that I have for sale. And I want to talk about why I have it for sale and how it came to me, and I would like to find it a home. I'll tell you, I'll be right back. I'm going to get it. This guitar right here is a 1957 reissue Fender guitar. It's a real Fender. I bought it from Dan Walsh, who's a long time friend, and he was a member of Charlie Dog and, you know, many different excellent bands, including Dudley and the Do-Rights and whatnot. When I got it from him, it already had this gold anodized aluminum pickguard put on it, and then I changed the colors of the pickup covers to a creamer color, because I just thought, and the same thing with the knobs, I just thought it looked just a little richer that way. And then the other thing I did, because I'm always, if I'm having a guitar, I'm just going to play it. I'm not necessarily having it as a collectible, but I think the combination of these elements is very significant, because the original 57 reissue neck is like a 57 neck, and naturally they had smaller frets. This neck is a Fender licensed Warmoth neck, and it's in a very rich bird's eye maple. It's what they call the boat model. It's a larger size. then, well, it's not a larger size than you could have found a Strat, but it's about the largest size that you might have ever found a Strat. So if you feel comfortable with a Les Paul neck or early Tele necks, those bigger round feeling necks, this is the kind of neck for you. And then it's got jumbo frets on it. You know, and I don't know if anybody knew this, but back in the day, you know, they'd have little tiny frets for guitars and bigger frets for basses. So I remember, you know, some Luthers putting bass frets on a guitar so you could dig down in and stretch those strings and bend those strings easier. So these, I don't know, they're not bass frets, but they're bigger frets. They call them jumbo frets. And this guitar, because of my nature, you know, I've had many Stratocasters, and the last Stratocaster that I had before this one was one that was an older one, and I played it all the time and I was used to it. So when I got this guitar and put this neck on this one, I put one on my Tele, and I've always really been, when I play a Fender guitar, more of a Telecaster player. So this beautiful guitar sits here and it just kind of bugs me that it does. I want to sell it. I want to sell it at market value just as it is. I definitely would be able to, on request, videotape it more, take more pictures or anything like that. But I would like to get $1,250 for this. The tuning keys up here are custom and they lock, and it's a great guitar. Anyway, thank you for listening. $1,250, 57 reissue with Warmit Bird's Eye maple neck. All right, this is Gene Thorpe, Little Red Rooster TV, signing out.